Hi guys, so tonight's video is going to be one on a message you need to hear right now from your guides, your ancestors, your gods, angels, whatever it is that you believe in and whoever you're looking to get a message from. It's just what you need to hear right now, basically. And so we have 3 piles and we ended up with a lot of cards for this one. 1, 2, 3. So take a moment to get in touch with your higher self and your intuition. Take a few deep breaths, calm yourself and find peace, and pick the pile that you feel most drawn to. And we're going to get started with pile 1. So, I also have a poem that I channeled before I started this for each section. So for pile 1, we have Be Yourself. People pleasing gets pretty old. Life always feeling so alone and cold. No one knowing the real you, worried they'll be watching what you do. Release the mask, it's time to ask, if you did what you want to do, what would be the real you? I'm going to read that one more time since I kind of messed it up. There's kids and dogs in the living room. Be yourself. People pleasing gets pretty old. Life always feeling so alone and cold. No one knowing the real you, worried they'll be watching what you do. Release the mask, it's time to ask, if you did what you want to do, what would be the real you? So, it's time to shed any kind of mask that you have put on to please other people, or because you're worried about being your true self, because you think that people won't accept you as you are. And maybe it's just even the people in your life won't accept you as you are, but you know what, if they disappear and they can't handle who you really are, then you'll draw in people who are more like you, and people you really want to be around more anyway, people you feel more comfortable and at home with and at peace with, because you're able to be your true self around. So it's time to let go of any kind of masks or people pleasing, anything like that that may be going on with you. So we have be grateful for everything, no matter how small. Are you ready to move forward? You might be the only thing standing in your way. So it's time to really notice and appreciate everything in your life that you have to be grateful for. Take time out to smell the roses and to really appreciate what's going on in your life and around you. And even if it looks really horrible and miserable, you can always find things that are going on that are good to be grateful for. And basically that you might be the only thing standing in your way. The thoughts in your head might be telling you that you can't express your true self, and you can't do what you want to do, and you can't be who you want to be, because no one will be there at the end of the day. But really, like I was saying before, you're the only thing standing in your way from actually being around people that you want to be around and being able to be yourself and be comfortable. Set your boundaries and speak your truth. Yeah. So once again, stop if you're doing any of the people pleasing, which actually is pile 3, has a little bit to do with people pleasing from the channeled message I got. I haven't looked at the cards or nothing, but be able to set your boundaries and speak your truth. Be able to tell people when you want to do something and whether or not you want to do something. Be able to tell them what you really think. Be able to express yourself and be able to let people know what your limits are, what you're willing to do, what you're willing not to do. And don't allow people to push you into things that you don't want to do. We got intuitive, knowledgeable, perceptive, clairsentient, and empath. And I ended up with 3 of these ones. For some reason, the guides were wanting extra long messages on this. So, deep, nurturing, poetic, and grounded. Hopeful, faith, trusting, and sees the big picture. If you're a male especially, but even if you're a female that grew up with like a single mom who had to take care of everything herself and was very masculine throughout a lot of your childhood, and feelings disregarded or emotions disregarded, or if you grew up with just toxic people who are very emotionally unavailable or very or just in your past dealt with a lot of those types of people to where you had to put on a front of being this tough person and not having the soft gooey heart in the center of that, it's time to drop that facade. It's time to stop feeding into needing to be somebody to impress others. It's time to get in touch with your more deep, nurturing, poetic side. It's time to ground yourself in your love and your light. And it's time to really see your true colors, to see how intuitive and knowledgeable you are, to see how perceptive you are, how sensitive you are, how emotional you are, and to really connect to that, and to really express that and be that, and to really protect your energy as well. That's why you need to set your boundaries as well. If you're an empath, then you really need to be able to protect your energy from the energies of others, and don't allow other people's wants, needs, or desires to push you to act in a certain way. Instead, be able to center in and focus on what your truth is and what you truly want, and be able to go after that with hope and faith. Be able to trust in yourself to be able to go on this journey. Be able to see the bigger picture and to know and understand that you will be much happier once you open up, once you're able to communicate your truth. We have forgiveness. Congratulations, you're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is, forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The potent The point is that you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power, but remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. And you know what? You may also have been dealing with somebody who was wearing that same mask themselves and was really cold to you, and or maybe even talked crap about you to other people because they were trying to put on a front when really they did care, but they weren't able to show that. And being able to understand things from their side will allow you to be able to forgive them. And a lot of times when we're dealing with people like that, it's because it's a quality that's mirrored within ourselves. So focus on yourself and focus on dropping your own masks and focus on forgiving yourself and others for not being able to express their truth, because sometimes it's really hard to do that. It is really hard to be able to face people and express who you truly are when you're worried that it may not be good enough. But know that you are good enough. Strength. You are hereby declared a strong, resilient warrior of heroic proportions. Enjoy your battles, whatever they are, because you're guaranteed to come through them stronger, brighter, and more compassionate, and based on what I know of mythology, probably with a six-pack and great hair. So yes, being able to find that emotional balance and stability within yourself, being able to overcome the inner demons, being able to, and not just tamp them down and shove them in a box, but actually being able to do the work to be able to overcome the thoughts that are constantly coming at you, making you feel like you can't break out of this box. Being able to combat those thoughts and to say, no, I can do this. I am strong. I am amazing. I have been through a lot in my life. I've overcome so many challenges, and I can overcome this too. And in overcoming this and in going through whatever you've been through, you gain more wisdom, more strength, more knowledge, more ability to be able to do even more. Spontaneity. Do you like spontaneous adventures of the highest caliber? The only acceptable answer to this question is yes. So buckle up, Charlie. You're about to take a wild ride through the unexplored, unconventional, and underrated. You're about to learn that yes is a magic word with the power to unlock dimensions in space, time, and after-hour hangouts. Yes will lead you to experiences that you didn't think were possible, and teach you that lifelong friendships are sometimes lurking just behind a karaoke singer's mullet. There's a pretty good chance that your name's not Charlie. So really being able to, if there's something you've been really wanting to do, it's time to do it. You know, Spontaneity and impulsiveness are two different things. Sometimes impulsiveness can get you a little bit in trouble doing things in a hasty manner, and so you might be worried about just doing something spontaneous because of that. Maybe you've dealt with some impulsiveness in yourself in the past or in others. And, not all spontaneity is a bad thing. Sometimes it's a really good thing. New changes come in and new things come up. And when we're shedding the masks and letting out more of our true self, there's a lot of times where a lot of new things come up. Don't be afraid to go with the flow and to enjoy these new things. We have the Five of Wands, the Nine of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. So, yeah, you might be having a lot of anxiety right now, a lot of fear. You might be staying awake. You might have a lot of sleepless nights. There might be a big fight going on in your thoughts. There may even be a fear of competition when it comes to some sort of strong, stable, long-lasting connection that you would like to have. And it's time now to learn and grow from that. It's time to learn how to build up your foundation from the bottom up again, to really care for and nurture yourself and find that strength and stability within yourself. To work hard to really bloom a happiness within yourself and to trust within yourself, to know that what is best for you will, and what is for you will be for you. You know, and to remove any masks that keep you from expressing yourself, that keep you from fighting for what you want. There's something you're really wanting to fight for, something, some sort of caring, strong, stable, long-lasting connections in your life. There's a lot of people around you who care and who want what's best for you. And you got to be able to express what's best for you and express your truth. And now it's just time to this is a time of learning. This is a time of growing. It's a time of understanding who really is there for you and who isn't. And the only way you'll be able to do that is by facing your fears of expressing your truth and by letting out what's really inside you, by having these new thoughts, these new perceptions, these new ideas, and being able to go on this new journey, being able to take passionate action towards whatever you are passionate about, whatever lights your fire, whatever is making you feel like you want to go after it, no matter the consequences, no matter the cost, and really being able to not be guilty or ashamed of your passions and your desires and what you truly want. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you're going through, maybe even help you out a little bit more if you need it. I hope you have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye. On to pile 2. So for pile 2, we have, you have free will. Oh, hold on. I have a channeled poem that I did for each of the piles as well before I started this. So we're going to start off with that. Patience for the journey. Only you can make me feel this way. I'll pray for your light side to have its say. Divine timing is on my side. With patience I will abide. My impatience won't get the best of me. Through the shiny new I will see. Stay on my path to standing tall. On my own I shall not fall. So really being able to trust in the journey and know that what is best for you will be for you. And being able to move forward and work on your own goals and your own things, trusting that there may be a person that you're thinking about in this pile, trusting that they will find their healing and their light, and being able to go on your own path and allow them to go on their own path. Not allowing impatience to get in the way. Being able to trust in and have faith in the bigger picture and what is happening, what signs you're receiving from the universe about what you're supposed to be doing. Not allowing anything shiny or new to get in the way. Not allowing any distractions to get in the way of whatever you're working towards. And really being able to stay on your path, which is knowing that you can stand tall on your own and that you don't have to have anyone else around. You don't have to have anything externally around. That you have what it takes to do what you need to do moving forward. And trusting that you're on the right path. You have free will. Be grateful for it and show it by making a decision. Be the light you want to see. Light attracts light. So, I'll pray for your light side to have its say. You might be really, really praying for someone and hoping that they find their way and hoping that the light wins out in the end, that they don't fall into their shadow sides. But what this is telling you is that you need to make the decision to stand in your light and not allow your shadow sides to overcome you as well, and to really be able to let go of any, maybe you might be watching someone, or checking on someone, or messaging someone even that has pulled away, or in some way like that. And what this is telling you is to pull yourself out of those behaviors, and to focus on yourself, and to focus on raising your vibrations. Be the light that you want to see. Your healing heals others. Remember all those who love you, even when it's hard to see. And remember that even if somebody did pull away from you because they're going through their own crap, and they have this self-destructive behaviors going on that are winning out, and they may be falling into something that isn't good for them, or they're just going on their own journey, that right now their journey is not with you. They need to learn something. They need to grow from this. It's their work to put in. It's their work to do. You are not responsible for it. Just remember that just because this person is having their own problems, don't take it personally. It's nothing against you. I think this person, whoever this person is that may be on your mind, really loves you, and you really love them. But with love, we are able to just let go and be there to pick up the pieces at the end of it, And that doesn't mean you're going to be with them again if this is a partner, And it doesn't mean you're going to allow them to walk over your boundaries again or take advantage of you if it's a kid, or if it's a friend, or if it's a, partner. It doesn't matter. But remembering to focus on the love you shared, even if there's a lot of hardship going on right now. And I ended up with 4 of these cards for you. I don't know why, but they wanted me to pull out a lot of these ones in this reading in general. Very aligned, sharp-minded, knowing, sees things others miss. So you may be claircognizant. You're somebody very knowledgeable, very keen, very perceptive. Somebody who's very aligned with yourself and your path and your guides. Somebody who is very intelligent, and somebody who just knows things. Somebody who sees things that others miss. Somebody who sees the patterns when others don't. And that's who you are. Communicative, intelligent, book smart, tech smart. So you're somebody who really has learned a lot through putting in the effort to delve into subjects possibly dealing with communication, subjects that make you very smart, very intellectual, and that also helps with seeing things and knowing things that others may not, because others haven't learned those things. They haven't taken the time out to explore those things and understand those things, and to really get in touch with the learning, the free learning that's out there. There's so much you can learn on Google these days. There's just so much you can learn these days, and you're somebody who really puts in the effort to do that when you need to know. Unconditional love, nurturing, humble, light worker. So you may be a light worker, and that's why it's be the light you want to see. Light attracts light. You're somebody who can love people in a very unconditional way. Somebody who's very nurturing, very humble. And it's telling you to love them even if they're gone, even if they're on their own journey right now. Just love them and release and move forward on your own journey. Raising your vibrations, because you are somebody who not only raises your vibrations, you raise the vibrations of the collective as you raise your vibrations. And as you heal, this other person will heal as well. And I really don't necessarily love to mention the word twin flames, but this pile could really be about twin flames as well, in a twin flame situation. There's a lot of that in here. There's a lot of mirroring. You gotta heal in order to heal the people you're connected to as well. They will benefit from your healing. They will benefit from your light. They will benefit from you raising your vibrations. But the other thing is too, you got to be able to set healthy boundaries. The first pile was about healthy boundaries as well, which means not allowing them to affect your vibrations when they are self-destructing. Being there for them to help them if they need something, or to talk to them, or, things like that, but not allowing their chaos and drama into your life, and really being able to allow them to go on their own journey when they need to. Satisfied, peaceful, stable, and grounded. Be satisfied in what you have. Be grateful. Understand that even if you feel like even during those moments when you're feeling like all is lost and it's hopeless, remember all the things in your life you have to be grateful for. Be satisfied and peaceful with everything exactly the way it is. Be stable and grounded, connected to the earth, and feel that strength and stability within yourself through that connection. Be able to trust in your self confidence and self esteem, and trust that you have everything you need within yourself and nothing externally is needed. Once you are able to be satisfied and at peace in and of yourself and with everything going on in your life, that's when it'll attract in a lot more of people in the vibrations of being satisfied and at peace in their life as well. But as you're healing, the other person is healing as well, and they won't be coming back until they are at your level as well. If this is a divine timing type of situation. So we have, don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yeah, that's probably it. Yes, and don't take it personally. Like I was saying earlier, I think it was this pile that I was talking about that in earlier. Pretty crazy that I can't remember already, but oh well. Anyway, don't take it personally. Everybody's just, they got their own crap going on, and it's not you. They're busy on their own journey and learning their own things and going through their own cycles, repeating their own cycles so they can overcome them and move forward. And it's nothing to do with you. If people are upset with you or are lashing out at you, that's all to do with them. Separate yourself from that. Find your peace within and know that you are doing the best you can and everyone else is too. Everyone's doing the best they can with the tools they have. Abundance. Congratulations, it seems that you're due for a little, an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It's already plated and it's ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve